Hey, Truth Seekers, 145th post here. I want to talk about the film Network, which came out in the year 1976. We'll get into the stats about the movie, but before we do that, I just want to play a little bit of the film to set up what's about to happen here. If you've never seen this movie, it's about a major news network, such as a CBS or ABC, and their longtime news anchor is getting older, and the news agency wants to go in a different direction, and he's feeling really upset. So in his last news broadcast, instead of speaking what he's supposed to speak into the television, he talked about how depressed he is and that he's going to blow his brains out on air. So they fired him. There's supposed to be another news anchor, but he's come back and he's apologized, and he said he'd like to make one last remark to clear his name so he doesn't look like a crazy person going out. So this is him getting his opportunity to apologize for what he just did on the news last night, and we're going to watch how it goes.
11,
Roll VTA.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
2, 5, 4, 3, 2,
1.
1 key VTA. And cue announcer.
The UBS Evening News with Howard Beale.
Ready, 2, cue Howard.
Good evening. Today is Wednesday, September the 24th, and this is my last broadcast. Yesterday, I announced on this program that I was going to commit public suicide. Admittedly, an act of madness. Well, I'll tell you what happened. I just ran out of bullshit.
All right, cut him off.
Leave him on.
Am I still on the air?
If this is how he wants to go out,
I
this is
don't
how
know
he
any other
goes
way to
out.
say it, except that I just ran out of bullshit.
Yeah. Look, Mr. Schumacher's right here. You want to talk to him?
Bullshit is all the reasons we give for living. And if we can't think of any reasons of our own, we always have the God bullshit.
Holy Mary, Mother.
We don't
Yeah,
know
Tom, what is it?
going through all this pointless pain, humiliation, and decay, so there better be someone somewhere who does know. That's the God bullshit.
He's saying that life is bullshit, and it is. So what are you screaming about?
Man is a noble creature that can order his own world. Who needs God? Well, if there's anybody out there that can look around this demented slaughterhouse of a world we live in and tell me that man is a noble creature, believe me, that man is full of bullshit.
What's so goddamn funny?
I can't help it, Harry. It's funny.
I don't have anything, thanks.
This is going out live to
I
67
don't have any
affiliates.
kids.
Leave him on.
And I was married for 33 years of shrill, shrieking fraud.
Mr. Hackett's trying to get through to you.
Tell Mr. Hackett to go fuck himself.
So I don't have any bullshit left. I just ran out of it, you see.
All right, you guys, so if you've never seen that movie, that's one of the most famous scenes from Network. What that movie's most famous for is the line, "I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore." He gets people to yell that out their window. But anyway, let's look at this. So Network was released in 1976. The year 76 is really important to the Freemasons, as is the number. That's the year Ebola was identified, 1976. And remember the first nurse to contract it, Nina Pham? Her name summed to 76. We're 38 years later. Network in Gematria with the reduced method sums to 34, the 9th Fibonacci number. The movie was released November 27th, 1976. The numerology of that date is 34. With the other method where you write 11/27/76 and sum it, it sums to 114. This past November 4th, Tuesday, the 114th Congress was decided. John Boehner is the head of Congress. John Boehner sums to 114. Significant numbers, people. The film runs 121 minutes. In Gematria, Revelation, the final book of the Bible, sums to 121 with the larger method and 49 with the reduced method. The news anchor who we just saw give the bullshit speech, his name is Howard Beale. Howard Beale sums to 49. Howard is 33, Beale is 16. Put it together, 49. He just gave a speech about bullshit on UBS Network. UBS sums to 42, the meaning of life number, just like the acronym TV. Both sum to 42. In the movie, UBS is being taken over by a bigger media company, CCA. In the movie, it's down to 4 news networks. It talks about how there was more earlier and it's reducing. So now there's a threat of just being 3 with this CCA takeover. CCA, C's the third letter. You can see that as 3-3 run. Kind of like ACC, the college football conference that produces the most NFL players. So from that speech we just gave, I want to see if you guys picked up on this. The date was September 24th, 9/24. What is 9 plus 24? 33. The gematria of the name Howard is 33. Look at the word bullshit. U, L, and L all reduced to 3. It's a letter with 3 3s in it. And he closed, his final comment in that, if you rewind and listen, was, his marriage has been 33 years of shrill, shrieking fraud. In Jewish gematria, the word bullshit sums to 449. Isn't that interesting? And with regards to movie dates, you guys, if you go to IMDb and you look at the movie dates or the release dates in Belgium, so often the date is 33. Something interesting, it's also true for this movie. This movie was released March 24th, 1977, date with the numerology of 33. Belgium is one of only 8 countries in the world with a 33 name. It's where NATO is headquartered, the European Union. 33 land. So we're going to go away for just a moment. I'm going to bring you back to another scene. I think this is one of the best scenes in movie history, and really it explains the truth of our existence about as well as anything out there. So be right back. All right, Truth Seekers. So this movie is Network. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. I'm going to show you a really good scene from the movie. It won't ruin it for you. It's just a great scene, and like I said, it explains the truth of our existence maybe better than anything else. So let's listen to it.
Relieved. How are you now? I'm as mad as a hatter. Who is it? I'm going to take you into our conference room. Seems more seemly a setting for what I have to say to you. I started as a salesman, Mr. Beer. I sold sewing machines and automobile parts, hairbrushes, and electronic equipment. They say I can sell anything. I'd like to try to sell something to you. Valhalla, Mr. Beale. Please sit down. You have meddled with the primal forces of nature, Mr. Beale, and I won't have it. Is that clear? You think you merely stopped a business deal. That is not the case. The Arabs have taken billions of dollars out of this country, and now they must put it back. It is ebb and flow, tidal gravity. It is ecological balance. You are an old man who thinks in terms of nations and peoples. There are no nations. There are no peoples. There are no Russians. There are no Arabs. There are no third worlds. There is no West. There is only one holistic system of systems. One vast and immane, interwoven, interacting, multivariate, multinational dominion of dollars. Petrodollars, electrodollars, multi-dollars, Reichmarks, rims, rubles, pounds, and shekels. It is the international system of currency which determines the totality of life on this planet. That is the natural order of things today. That is the atomic and subatomic and galactic structure of things today. And you have meddled with the primal forces of nature. And you will atone. Am I getting through to you, Mr. Beale? You get up on your little 21-inch screen and howl about America and democracy. There is no America. There is no democracy. There is only IBM and ITT and AT&T and DuPont, Dow, Union Carbide, and Exxon. Those are the nations of the world today. What do you think the Russians talk about in their councils of state? Karl Marx? They get out their linear programming charts, statistical decision theories, minimax solutions, and compute the price-cost probabilities of their transactions and investments, just like we do. We no longer live in a world of nations and ideologies, Mr. Beale. The world is a college of corporations, inexorably determined by the immutable bylaws of business. The world is a business, Mr. Beale. It has been since man crawled out of the slime. And our children will live, Mr. Beale, to see that perfect world in which there's no war or famine, oppression or brutality. One vast and ecumenical holding company for whom all men will work to serve a common profit, in which all men will hold a share of stock, all necessities provided, all anxieties tranquilized, all boredom amused. And I have chosen you, Mr. Beale, to preach this evangel.
Why me?
Because you're on television, dummy. 60 million people watch you every night of the week, Monday through Friday.
I have seen the face of God.
You just might be right, Mr. Beale.
So what do you think, Truth Seekers? Has it ever been said better? I think that's the most truthful scene I've ever seen in any movie or television show in the history of me watching movies and television shows. If you guys have seen something better, let me know, because I would love to see it. But what else you should know is that what causes his meltdown in the first place is that a younger woman comes on as a producer, and she wants to change the direction that UBS News is going. She wants to make it more action-oriented, more entertaining. She wants to focus on terrorism. She speaks about terrorism a lot. She wants local terrorists. She wants bank robbers. It's it's interesting going back looking at this in the day and age that we now live in. I first found out about this movie about 9 months after September 11th. I was in truth-seeking mode back then, and in digging up information, I came across this movie, and after I watched it, I was shocked. I mean, it's amazing how clear they tell what they're going to do to us through fiction, and then those very same things happen, and somehow we fail to see what's going on. But we don't have to have that failure anymore, truth seekers. So that's the message. I hope you enjoyed this film. If you haven't seen Network, again, I highly recommend it. I think you should go watch it. A lot of knowledge in it. A lot of parallels for this world we live in right now. All right, until next time.